me see. Let me see. Oh, that Deuce was goody. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, that Deuce was goody. Let me see. NC is beautiful. Deer Park water is great. Are you in NC? You're in North Carolina right now? Yeah, North Carolina is beautiful too. Let's see. How's everybody doing? Please hit the like button when you come up in here, please. Got some something very interesting. Project Veritas, kind of an expose, you know, pretty much exposing sheer hypocrisy. We're gonna see that here. This is an older video, as you can see. This kit came out in 2013. Hold on, but it's very relevant to what is going on and what has been going on ever since these. Oh, come on, man. Ever since these people started talking about, you know, gun control. But, you know, this was done in 2013. I didn't even know they were around that long, honestly. But my wife brought this to my attention, so I thought this was something perfect to share with you guys, especially in the light of what went down in Uvalde and in Buffalo. And the gun controllers and how they're pushing all this type of gun control. You know, they allegedly want to compromise and come down, and they're talking about yellow flag laws as opposed to red flag, all this bullshit. Any law, any man-made law that would restrict our rights to keep bear arms, period, is not good at all. You know, but let me tell you something. These people, they don't have that same energy when it comes to keeping themselves safe. So this video is going to really highlight that, and I just want you guys to come in and check that out. They did a whole shtick.
Not citizens.
They did a whole shtick here. Citizens Against Senseless Violence. It's not a real group. It's something the Project Veritas did just to point out how ridiculous these talking points are. So I'm going to start the video in a minute, give some more people time to get in here. Hopefully you guys will share the video out, hit the like button so that the algorithm can, you know, put out notifications more. And make sure your notification bells are turned on, all that good stuff. We don't need to give them a reason to not share my shit out and not, you know, send those notifications out. We know they purge every now and then, and they get rid of subscribers, and people have to resubscribe often. So let's make sure we try to beat this thing, man, because this information is very important. Very important. But without further ado,
Cops, not citizens.
damn it. Let's see. I do believe vets should have some weapons civilians can't because they think they're toys. Oh, hey, Deuce, come on, man. That was funny. But I'm going to let this play. You guys go ahead and enjoy.
The police will protect us.
Guns make good people do bad things.
Take all guns from everyone, so no one, not citizens.
The police will protect us.
Guns make good people do bad things.
Take all guns from everyone, so no one else is harmed.
Anti-gun is pro-America.
We are not afraid. Join us.
Tell everyone your house is completely unprotected.
Tell them this is a gun-free zone.
Put a sign in your lawn that says no guns here.
We're not afraid.
We're defenseless.
We are not afraid.
Join us.
Join us.
Join us.
Because there's strength in numbers.
Vintage Veritas.
A suburban New York City newspaper is in the middle of a big controversy this morning after it put up online the names and addresses of everyone with a gun permit.
We also know which houses don't have guns.
Since these reporters and editors did not consider it a violation of the privacy and safety of others to reveal which homes have guns and which homes don't, we went to see which of them would be willing to put up a sign publicly declaring their homes to be gun-free zones.
I agree with you, and I am on your side on this, but I'm just wondering if that's not an invitation to somebody with a gun. You want to sign up?
I don't know. I want to think about it. I agree with you, but I'm not sure about the sign. For the purposes that you said.
Well, then but you're concerned that if you say you're gun-free, somebody with a gun's going to come and...
I think, yeah.
And I put signs out. The problem in this town is, you know, somebody driving by around here might think it's might think it's an invitation.
Sorry? I'm sorry. Are you the same one that's on TV?
Yeah. And so then we can assume that you're not a gun owner yourself and there are no guns there.
No, I'm not a gun owner. What are the chances we could get something like on this door? I notice it's all like a glass door in the front, something that just says, you know, this building proudly gun-free or something like that.
I mean, Hi, we're Citizens Against Senseless Violence. We're going around.
This home is proudly gun-free? What does that mean? Well, you're against guns?
Yes. You're against guns.
I'm not. Does that answer your question? Yeah, they put us down on that internet, and they put my wife's name. Yeah, they put us down. It's proudly gun.
Y'all see that? This guy, now this individual was, as it says, was mistakenly published as an editor for Journal News. Now, they asked him, now they're going around asking these people that are supposed to be pro-gun control and pro-gun-free zone if they would like to put a sign up in front of their home that says, this home is proudly gun-free. And this is what this guy does.
What does that mean? Well, you're against guns?
Yes. You're against guns.
I'm not.
See that?
Does that answer you?
He ain't putting the sign up on his yard. You know what I'm saying? But let's just play out.
Question? Yeah, they put us down on that internet, and they put my wife's name by mistake.
Do you believe that?
They're against guns.
You're against guns?
Yeah, so I said I'm not.
We can't put it up. My wife works for the newspaper.
Did we leave a sign with you and you put it up when the time is right?
Yeah.
So you'll take it, you just want to keep it hidden?
For right now, you see this person here?
Yeah.
Her life's been threatened. I moved to Canada because I hated guns. The issue is never going to be guns. What the issue is that you got to get them back down to one bullet.
One bullet magazines. Back down to one bullet magazines? No, there was never any one bullet magazine. You don't need a magazine if it's just one bullet. He's probably talking about a bolt action rifle or something like that, or a top fed rifle or something where you just put one round in at a time and do all that bullshit. Or maybe he's talking about a musket where you have to shove the shit down with a rod. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, but he tripping. One bullet magazine? Fuck out of here.
Magazines. He's armed because of the threats
against you.
My wife.
You see, he's against guns, right? Hold on. He's against guns, but only in regards to regular people, right? People that just regular everyday citizen, so-called citizen. But as you can see, he has armed security protecting him. He might not want to carry a gun himself, but he ain't got no problem with this cat carrying a gun to so-called protect him. You understand what I'm saying? So, listen, at the end of the day, they know how valuable it is to have an armed individual around to defend some motherfucking body. And even if he feels like I don't need to carry one. Well, the reason he feels like that is because this guy right here is going to protect him in the event that he's attacked. And I don't know what he's doing way over here. I don't know what the protocol is. This guy is kind of far away. Something could really happen to this guy with this guy way over here. But that's just me.
Against you? No, my wife.
So apparently the wife was.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
Okay.
Wait.
So it wasn't him. It was this one.
No, my wife.
That's his wife.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
Okay.
Wait, they said that.
You can't record. Okay.
Okay.
It's against the law to record.
4 federal circuit courts of appeal have all agreed that recording police officers.
Now, we already know pigs or cops are liars, right? We know they're allowed to lie, to do whatever the fuck they want to do.
In their line of duty in public is
that they can't record, except for in certain states. I think it's in Oklahoma now where you can't record the police now. It's against the law, which is bullshit. And, Oklahoma's supposed to be one of the free states that has constitutional carry. I don't understand this bullshit, but it is what it is, man. But that's bullshit. But cops, they're cowards and liars. That's how they roll, right? They have no problem approaching some guy with a camera. But if he was an active shooter up in a building somewhere, letting off rounds on people, this motherfucker would not be going to approach anybody.
Is fully protected under the First Amendment.
I actually think that the person whose doorbell you rang thought you were coming. I think they actually agree with that, and they thought you were coming from an oppositional. They phoned us because their president there is an employee of a company that is undergoing some backlash.
We're with Citizens Against Senseless Violence. Can we sign you up?
No thanks.
Yeah, any particular reason?
Now, just to give you some context, these are anti-gun journalists. These are anti-citizen gun journalists. These are people who don't feel like people like you and me should be able to carry weapons, should be, you know what I'm saying? And they believe in gun-free zones and all that type of shit. But he don't want that gun-free zone sign in his front of his fucking front lawn. He doesn't want it to be known that there aren't guns in this house. That this house is not protected by individuals with firearms. He don't want people to know that.
Are you gun owners?
I agree with you. I don't want to sign that I want. Thank you very much.
Again, not a single member of the media willing to live up to the strength of their convictions. Now a final parting thought from our good friend Bob Braun at the Star-Ledger, which also wants to target law-abiding gun owners.
We're going to get a nasty note from one of my most progressive friends who says, because I'm a columnist, and I wrote a column for stricter gun laws, and he said, you're a fool because when the right wing takes over the government, we're going to need guns.
So he's worried the right wing's going to take over and then...
Yeah, and then there won't be guns to fight them back. So then I said to him, but they got the Army, they got the Army and the Navy and the Marines and everything else. And he said, well, he said, there's going to be a revolution there too, but
Man, shout out to Project Veritas, man. That was 2013. Why is it relevant today? Well, it's clear, right? There are all these gun-free zones, or there's all these places where they want to create gun-free zones. People like this that are highlighted in this video. They want gun-free zones. They want your children to go to school where there's a gun-free zone. They want the hospitals. They want government buildings. They want everywhere, every public place to be a gun-free zone. And eventually, and of course, they also want your home to be a gun-free zone. But that has to come later on. They're going to. The key is to remove it from public. Remove firearms, individual firearms. Remove that capability from the individual in public spaces. as stores, schools, all that type of shit. They want all those places to be gun-free zones, and they want your house to be gun-free zones. That's why they want to push these red flag laws, so that if you demonstrate that you're a potential, you're potentially a potential threat, and we know there's no such thing as a potential threat, right? Either it's a threat or it isn't, because everyone is a potential threat. And if everyone is a potential threat, then no one is a potential threat. So either you're a threat or you're not. We know that they're full of shit. But when it comes to, hey, can we put this sign in your front lawn? You believe you're anti-gun, you don't believe in guns, you don't like people having guns. Well, why don't you say that you're a proud non-gun owner, that there are no guns in this home? This is a proud gun-free home. And what was the logical? They came back with such a logical response. No, I don't think so. I don't think that's a wise decision, because that's just going to attract people to my house and think they can just come up in here and do what they want. Well, that's exactly what you're doing to these schools, these grocery stores, whole states, the streets of New York, the streets of California, where you can't carry shit outside of your house without a permit, which they may issue instead of shall issue, and they will never issue to your ass unless you're an elite. They want everything. They want everywhere to be a gun-free zone, except for their fucking security. They want guys like this, right? They want guys like this to have a gun to protect their asses. They want police to have guns. They want soldiers to have guns. They want Secret Service to have guns. Anybody that they can control and can afford to pay to protect them, they want them to have guns. But they don't want that same level of security for schools. They don't want that same level of security for yourself on the streets. Because I can't afford this motherfucker right here. He probably charges $100,000 a year. It's probably $100,000 or more a year to have this guy protecting you. I can't afford that. So guess who has to do it? Myself. But they don't want me to have that capability. But at the same time, they don't want anybody to know that they're anti-gun and don't have guns on their property. They don't want that sign up. This is a proud gun-free home. But they want the world to know, and every fucking psycho out there, that schools are indeed fish in a barrel gun-free zones. The hypocrisy is real. The hypocrisy is real, y'all. And so I just wanted to bring this to y'all attention. This is this goes perfectly with what we got going on now. Now that I will do my best to post a link of this video in the description, so that anybody that tries to talk that shit about there needs to be, we don't need guns in schools and we don't need this, that, and the third. Why do you need to carry a gun here? Why do you need to carry a gun there? Blah, 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 this, that, and the third. Show them this fucking video. Or ask them what these Project Veritas individuals are asking these journalists. Ask them, like, look, okay, so what if we put a sign in front of your home that says, this is a proud gun-free home. We have 0 guns in this house. Would you feel comfortable with that? And if the answer is no, then you need to shut the fuck up about gun control. Point blank in the period. I mean, of course you have the right to free speech. But if you want to be taken seriously and have any level of credibility, you can't with that type of mentality. And so I just want to highlight that real quick. Moochman25 Matrix says, check out Moochman25. I will, man. I got a lot of catching up to do. I'll get on that. I'll get on that for show. But look, oh, he's armed. But God forbid I'm armed. I don't deserve any protection. Fuck. So that's what it is for that. And then I just wanted to give you a quick story about I want to give you guys a quick story about MasterCard and what they're planning to do with this new payment system. Very interesting stuff. Look, this is the whole key. This is the thing that they want, right? They want you to be unarmed. They want you to be vulnerable. They want you to be victims, and they want you to own nothing and be happy. And they want to use a one central currency, fucking bullshit platform where there's no cash, there's no privacy in what you buy. They want to know what you're buying when you're buying it. They want to be able to trail and track what you're buying and the things that you purchase. And you know, MasterCard is trying to pull some bullshit, but we'll see what's going on with that, right? I'm all about autonomy, right? They want to remove autonomy from the individual. They don't want you to be autonomous at all, okay? They want to be autonomous. The elite want to be autonomous. Best believe Bill Gates and what's the fuck that guy's name? All these fucking billionaires, the Amazon owner, whatever his name is, Bezos. They're not going to be using this shit, right? They're not going to be using it. They're not going to be subject to this type of pay system. But, of course, they want you to be subject to it because, hey, that's just another way to control you, okay? That's just another way for them to keep tabs on you, to know what your every move, because that's something they're interested in. They want to know how much of a threat you are. They want to know how docile they can keep you. We're marching toward a Demolition Man reality, man. That's what they want. They want us living in the world of the Demolition Man. Great movie. Y'all need to check it out. It was made in the 90s, but, you know, it's kind of cheesy, but the underlying message is very relevant, and that's exactly where we're headed. We're headed to a Demolition Man society, and that's just a dying shame. But MasterCard launches a smile-to-pay system amid privacy concerns. MasterCard is rolling out a controversial program that will allow shoppers to pay at the till, cash register, with a mere smile or wave of the hand as it tries to secure a slice of the $18 billion biometrics market. While face recognition technology has long raised eyebrows among civil rights groups. Damn it. Ugh. My bad. Groups. The payments giant has said that it was pushing ahead with the biometric. Damn it. Ew. Pushing ahead with the biometrics checkout program it claimed would speed up payments, cut queues, and provide more security than a standard credit card. Will it? Interesting. Because, you know, that's all that matters, right? Right? Things need to be faster and more convenient. Faster, more convenient, you know, all that type of shit. And that's how they sell it to you. That's how they sell it to you about giving up your privacy, right? Oh, it's faster, it's more convenient. That's how they push 5G. 5G, oh, it has 3 times the download speed, this, that, and the third. But, I mean, what comes along with that? They try so hard to sell this shit. When they try so hard to sell something to you, it needs to be watched heavily. Once you wrote, there's no need to slow down at the checkout queue researching or searching through your pockets or a bag. Consumers can simply check the bill and smile into a camera or wave their hand over the reader to pay. Absolutely not. Okay? Absolutely the fuck not. I'll dig in my pocket. I'll dig in the bag. Fuck it. To pay you. You know, people need to move more anyway. People are too slothy anyway. People are too sedentary. People need to move. People need more NEAT in their life. Non-exercise activity thermogenesis. People need more of that. They don't need more convenience. Dig in a bag, dig in your pocket, burn some extra calories. Fuck it. Nah, man. MasterCard also claimed the new payment system would be more hygienic. Of course, because of the Modelo 19, we got to be more hygienic. We got to keep our distance. We can't touch anything. No touching, no hugging, no. This is what I'm talking about. Demolition Man. In Demolition Man, y'all can't touch nobody. People can't touch. They can't have sex. They put on this fucking VR headset to have sex and all this other shit. They have babies through test tubes in the lab. Like all that type of shit. This is where they want us to go. It was completely unnecessary. Meanwhile, you got the whole underground society. You got a whole underground society in Demolition Man where people are living in relative filth compared to the people on the surface. Ain't no fucking diseases spreading. Ain't no this, that, and the third. People are eating rat burgers and all type of shit. And they're thriving, they're surviving. They come up every now and then to steal some fucking Taco Bell because there's only Taco Bell now in the Demolition Man future. That's the only place you can eat. Period. Taco Bell. And you pay with credits. Everything can hear you. You have no privacy. If you cuss, you get a fine. All this type of shit. This is where they want us to be. And it's not because they're offended by the cuss words. It's just another element of control that they want to have over you. They want to be able to take your credits when they feel like it for any little thing. And this is the type of shit that will lead to that. The first pilots will launch in Brazil. Of course it will. At 5 St. Mark supermarkets, Sao Paulo, this week, with shoppers able to register for biometric payments in store or via app with their local partner, Payface. Now, many people are going to love this. They're going to be right on board with it. People are going to be like, oh, yeah, that's great. I want to just do this and pay for shit. Not understanding where this could lead them to. Not understanding what we would be giving up for this level of convenience, which is not really convenient because I don't know how it's convenient for them to have your biometric data on file, a fucking credit card company. And best believe, if the government wants to look through their files and get shit, all it would take is a subpoena. Oh, well, this guy, he might be a danger to himself or others. Once they pass the TAPS Act, this is something that they can use to look into a motherfucker. You understand? But I just wanted to show you all that real quick. Oh, by the way, here it says provide more security than the standard credit card or debit card. But when you come down here, it says it's something a little different. Susie Miles, a partner with the law firm Ashford, says MasterCard themselves have recognized the data and security concerns that come with the use of biometrics. A password can be changed, your smile and a wave cannot. If biometric data is hacked, then the risk of fraudulent activity could be considerably higher than current payment methods. Considerably higher. There are also debates about how the data could be used to track, screen, or monitor unsuspecting consumers. Best believe it will. Best believe could be tracked, will be tracked. That shit will be tracked. Make no bones about it. Make no mistake about it. This shit will be tracked. They can't pass it up. It's too sweet and juicy. If you throw slop in front of a pig, they're gonna fucking scoff it down. This is much too delicious for them. They will not be able to pass this up. Okay. Edward Snowden showed us that. While it seems MasterCard is taking steps to protect and encrypt this data, As biometric payments become more commonplace, the use of such data is likely to evolve, and it will inevitably become harder to protect individuals' rights to privacy. Boom. This shouldn't even be suggested. They know what's up. But that's what we have, man. Jeff Randolph says, priority number 1, produce, oil, gas, fuel, lower food prices. Number 2, close borders. Biden has his boot in our wallets intentionally. Oh, Jeff Randolph. Yep, no doubt. No doubt, Jeff Randolph. But anyway, I'm gonna get on out of here, man. I gotta spend some Sunday time with my kids and my fam. Probably gonna play some more dominoes and watch some shit. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow we're probably gonna go to the park, you know, and enjoy that. But much love, like, share, subscribe, and remember, you guys, we got to keep marching forward toward freedom. Peace.